Hi you guys, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. So today we are starting a new series of how to. So I'm gonna show you guys all the simple stuff, all the basic stuff, all the root stuff. Today we are going to be how to make your cut creases gorgeous, perfect, lovely. I'm gonna be showing you guys 2 ways to do a cut crease. My first look is gonna be a green like night out look. This is obviously more of a like fashion editorial look. So I hope you guys are excited for both. I know I am. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up for me, that you're subscribed to my channel, your notification bells are on, and let's hop right in. Okay guys, so as you can see, I already have on my brows and one example of the look that we're gonna be doing today. Because this is a tutorial for cut creases and different styles of cut creases, I'm really gonna be focusing on that and kind of skimming over other steps. So if you have any questions, if you feel like I didn't explain well enough other areas of the look, please let me know down in the comments and I will get back to you and help you the best that I can. For this particular look, guys, I'm gonna be using like 4 or 5 different palettes. You absolutely do not have to do that. I'm using just like one shadow from each, but feel free to use the colors that you have available to you. You can change the colors of this, obviously, if you wanted. And I'm starting off with Out Late in my Morphe Hit the Lights palette. And I'm just applying this as kind of like a transition shade with my Sigma E40 brush. Now using my Morphe B38 brush, I'm going in with my 24A Artist Pass by Morphe palette, and I'm just going in with this shade Green Room right over here, and I'm gonna be applying that to my crease. Mostly staying towards my outer corner though. I'm not gonna be dragging in that product so much. Now using my MAC 219S, I'm going in with my James Charles palette and using this really pretty dark foresty green in the corner over there. And I'm just gonna apply this right into my outer corner. Okay guys, now it is time for the cut crease. So I do my cut creases a little bit differently. This is just my personal technique. A lot of people, they just go for the shape that they want, and that's totally fine. If that works for you, definitely do that, but this is just how I use mine. So I take my concealer, I'm using my White Stay Naked Concealer by Urban Decay, the shade Pure White. And I'm just using a flat tip brush. You can use any flat tip brush. And I am applying that literally just on my lid. And then I like to look up, down, all around, because the way that my eye shape is, I don't have hooded eyes, but I don't have much lid space. So I want it to go just above my crease so that it's somewhat visible when I'm looking forward, or you guys get it. So I take that and I use that as kind of a guideline. So this style of cut crease is gonna go a little bit over halfway, but very thinly. So I hope that you guys can see there is, the cut crease actually goes until about here. It's just much softer and more blended out. So the cut crease is sharp until there on top of here. This is where is gonna be the lightest, but we still want this whole area to be very sharp. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the same flat tip brush and I'm just going to connect that from my inner corner, just on my inner corner kind of round that out a little bit and bring that to that guideline that I made and push it a little bit halfway, and then just kind of drag out that product. So this is where I do things a little bit differently because I want my crease to be so defined, so sharp, so perfect. Like I don't want any imperfections from the previous brush that I used. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but I do this with all of my cut creases just in case. I take an eyeliner brush, and what I do is I just go over that line one more time to make sure that it is the exact shape that I want. And this also helps to drag this over here, and you can kind of like blend it as you go out like that, and then just add more concealer so you get the initial shape the first time, and then really carve it, girlfriend, with this eyeliner brush. And while you're doing a cut crease, you can also look straight ahead, like take your mirror and just hold it and make sure that you see the amount of glitter space or cut space that you want to see for your personal preferences. Going in now for my glitter lid, guys, I am using the shade Mojito in my Suva Beauty palettes. This is the Hyper color, and I'm applying this with my Morphe JH31 brush. And I am just gonna be so careful, guys. You have to be so careful that, first of all, your concealer is not creased because that's gonna look bad. And you don't wanna bring up this glitter anywhere past the concealer. You want to get it as close to that cut as possible without bringing it over. I'm going in again, guys, with this shade Green Room, just to blend that little really light glitter and the forest green we used from James Charles. And using those same three colors that are on our lid, I'm gonna just blend this out until I'm satisfied with it. The key to this blending step, guys, though, is to not go anywhere further than right up there. So you can blend, but keep this top part pretty defined so you can still see that line over there. That's what's gonna make a difference in this look. Also using my Kat Von D palette, I'm gonna be going in with this green shade Emerald and my Sigma E30 pencil brush and just applying that to my inner corner. Using my Kat Von D tattoo liner, I'm just gonna throw on a quick wing. Now, guys, using this forest green again and my 219S, I'm just gonna do my lower lash line. I'm gonna add some Urban Decay 24-hour liner in the shade Jilt and throw on some lashes and my face off camera, guys. I'll see you in a hot minute. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look, and it is really important for you guys to realize why we are doing this cut. Why are we placing these colors where we are? And so I added a wing, given I did add a little eyeliner wing, so this is going to really enhance that illusion already. But this particular cut crease, because we went so far up over here and it's so clean and it's so neat, what this is going to do with our eyes is it's going to give them the illusion of being lifted and a little bit more upwards towards our outer corner. So this is really great for, I think, all eye shapes, really. I mean, I think like any kind of lifted eye is really beautiful, but especially if you have downturn eyes, this can help bring them up a little bit. If that's what you wanted to do, if that's a look you were hoping to achieve, even without the liner, you don't need it, you'll still get that same effect and illusion. Now moving on to the next one, guys, it's gonna give our eyes a little bit different of a shape, and yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm going to take this off and we're gonna start again from scratch. For our second look today, guys, I'm sure you can tell it is completely different. This one is a little bit more like editorial, kind of fun stuff to do, and the last one was kind of just like a going out makeup. So I'm gonna be doing the same exact thing though, where I am using multiple palettes. Again, you don't have to do this, you can use the colors that you have, starting off with my James Charles palette. I'm gonna be using this pink shade right over here, and I'm just gonna be applying that with like a Sephora blending brush onto right above my lid as my transition shade. Then guys, I'm gonna be taking these two pinks in the corner and I'm actually mixing them on my hand, just as you would mix paint or anything like that. And I'm gonna go right below where I just added that light pink. Now I'm just gonna be taking a clean blending brush and going in with this shade Libra right over here using my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette and just going kind of like on that whole area very lightly blending. You can skip this step if you want. I don't know, I just kind of liked the colors, how they sat on top of one another. But you can use whatever colors you want. You go for it. Next, I'm using my Sigma E30 and going into right above my crease with this purple shade right over here in my James Charles palette. Using my same Stay Naked Pure White Concealer, I'm gonna be doing the same thing, only this time I'm going to be dabbing it all along my eye. And same thing, I'm gonna be looking up, down, all around, just making sure that I get the shape that I want. So I'm just using a clean brush, guys, a clean flat tip brush, and just going along kind of shaping that in the guideline that we just made for ourselves. Only this time, so when I do, this time we're cutting all the way. We're gonna get rid of all of this purple over here. And when I do this, what I like to do is I like to take a little Q-tip and I like to take some sort of cleanser. You can also use a makeup wipe and your finger. And I just like to get rid of all of this, especially if you guys are using darker colors. If you really want to get it super sharp, you can always use a Q-tip, and if you don't have a makeup remover, then Vaseline actually works perfectly. It works really, really well, and it gets it super sharp. You just have to make sure that you're getting all of that off and you don't drag up the Vaseline too far for obvious reasons, guys. And yeah, you want to make sure that you're getting all that Vaseline off before you start applying your new base and your eyeshadows. After we have cleaned up, guys, we are going to sharpen and add a new base by just adding a little bit more white concealer and our flat tip brush. For this cut crease, guys, what makes it different than the other one is that we brought it out all the way over here, but also we're doing the same thing to the other side, because remember how I said with the other one, it curves up your eyes like this. So what we want for this look is to be more straight and elongated. We actually don't want to bring it up or down. We just want to elongate it. And so that's why I also brought it over here and I cut it up a little bit more, whereas the other one ended right in here, right in my inner corner. And now, guys, I'm just gonna add some glitter onto my lid using this Private Oasis shade right over here in my 24A Morphe palette. And then I'm going to go in with my Suva liner and my Huda Beauty palette to smoke out my wing really quick. I also just added some 24 liner to my lower lash, guys. That's by Urban Decay. So this is the next step that is super important and will really, really make your eyeshadow pop, your cut crease pop. And that is to just define the crease that we have. So what I'm using is I'm mixing two of my Suva liners. I'm using just my white and my pink one and making this really light pinkish shade. And I'm just gonna go in and define that crease that we have. A really, really good trick, and I did use this in my cremated video, which I will link up on top if you guys want to check out how I did this. So you can also use a shadow, like I could use a purple right now, the same purple that I used, and an eyeliner brush or a flat angled brush, just something really sharp and defined where you know you're gonna get a super, super thin line, and just kind of smoke it up, you know, like really give that back. Like whatever needs to be cleaned up, you can clean it up using this technique right here or my eyeshadow one, which I said I'll link up in this video so you guys can check it out. Just to make this a little bit fun, guys, I'm also gonna add eyeliner to my lower lash line, just because that's what I feel like today. Yeah, so luckily the good Lord gave us Q-tips so we can go back and fix any of our makeup mistakes if we have any. Like last time, I'm gonna be doing my face and lashes off camera, so I'll see you in another hot minute. Alrighty, guys, so that is it. I just threw on some lashes. I did my lower lashes really chunky, threw some soap on my brows. I'm just wearing like lipstick, lip gloss by Huda Beauty. So this is obviously more of like an editorial look. I wouldn't typically wear this like out. If you do like this style and you like these colors, you go for it, you do that. You can use these with any colors you want, that's totally fine. But I hope that you guys got an idea of the technique that I was using with both cut creases and what they actually do for your eyes, and just the overall shape of your eyes. And there's really so much versatility you have in cut creases, so you guys can play around, find out what strategies that work best for you, share them with me in case I haven't heard of them and I want to try some. Like, don't be selfish, share your techniques down in my comments below. And yeah, that's all, guys. Give this video a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and I cannot wait to hang out with y'all next week.